Hello, my name is Collins Awafula. I am actually from Kenya, from the global south, uh, amongst other people who speak about nuclear energy and advocate for this clean energy, a green energy source. I am really and I'm passionate about talking about it and talking about whatever transpires people to move into development. When we look at nuclear energy in the global south, actually Africa has one nuclear power plant, and the growing demand in Africa says that we are 7 billion kilowatt hour in energy demand. Actually, we need to meet this demand annually. But the only possible solution and the major solution which people will look into is coal power. Coal powers so many nations in the world, but Africa, it's only in South Africa. But on the contrary, Africa has so much and vast resource of coal. But the problem is that many people in the world, they have experienced the adverse effects of coal power. But for us, we are not yet on that, and that's why Africa has a low emissions of CO2 in the atmosphere. So when we look at the low CO2, especially in the electricity or energy generation side, it is lower than major economies in the world, like, of course, China, the US, so many other states. Even Germany. Germany has phased out nuclear power, and the only solution that they have looked at is coal. But how can we move away from this dependence on fossil fuels, especially coal? Let me be clear, especially coal. How do we move away from coal? How do we move away from this? But at the same time, bring in enough energy, enough electricity that will cater for the needs of billions of Africans, 600 million um, people who do not have access to electricity in Africa, actually. If they do have access to electricity, it's electricity which cannot help in manufacturing. And people can just say, we have enough resource, we have enough electricity. We are 100% connected to to the electrical grid. But one thing is that the 100% connection to the electrical grid does not mean that the manufacturing sector is being elevated, does not mean that the socioeconomic activities that depend on energy is being met, and so on and so forth. And that's why we have to be skeptical. We have to be skeptical on the things that has been there already, skeptical on the things which we've been told. We have to be skeptical on so many factors that really stand in the midst, actually in the midst of us going to the next step. So what are these factors? Well, we can say that what are these factors? Fear. One thing is fear. People actually will say that you should not go in the nuclear way. Reason being, nuclear energy is this and that. I do not want to mention them because it will just bring in a retarded, actually, thought. So I do not want to corrupt the government of your thought, but rather give you a skeptical thinking on whatever you have believed on. Whatever you believed on is that we fear nuclear energy because of the West. But one thing is sure, that this war on nuclear waste was on nuclear energy. Let me be specific. On nuclear energy began when there were nuclear tests. So the nuclear test, that is what brought people to hate nuclear, and slowly by, people began to look at the West and began to look at whatever things. But it has been proven, and it is proven even until today, that nuclear energy actually it is safe, and the West has been being kept safe until today. So and that's why we have to interrogate all these things. We have to interrogate things and tell people about the facts, about science, and letting them to know that science and technology is here to save humanity. Science and technology is here to elevate the society. It is not for a few people in the world, no, and it is not for only the rich, if somebody can say. We have a business case for nuclear energy in that we use small modular reactors as an economically efficient technology. Small modular reactors in Africa can be one way that we can go the nuclear way, not the nuclear weapon way, but rather the nuclear electricity, the peaceful nuclear energy way. And that is what we want it to sink in the minds of the people. So we just have to simply, I'm simply saying that we are yet to explore the vast space actually in whatever has not been explored, the vast space in developing Africa, to develop manufacturing, to bring up industries in Africa, which will depend on this energy and electricity actually that we are talking about. So we do not want coal actually. Many people will talk about coal and they will bring in politics on. No, USA is doing this and the Western world is doing this, so that we'll not do this. No, 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 actually. And I say this as an environmentalist, that we have seen whatever has happened in other places. Actually, 125 people die monthly in another region. So we do not want just to develop and say, okay, people will be dying monthly, but at the same time we will be developing. No, 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 no. Climate change is here with us, whether we are polluting or not. Climate change is here. We can be those who will be people with the mindset to stop this, or we can be, you know, big-headed, and we can go forth. This is to very many world leaders in Africa who are looking forward to doing development with coal, majorly in South Africa. And no, we do not have to go that way. We have to be a spectacle, but at the same time, we have to be reasonable. So this is for us to reason and to develop. It is for us to elevate the livelihood of people, and at the same time bring our country into this peaceful technology. Thank you so much. See you soon.